Na srácok, akkor folytassuk is a kalandunkat. Úgy néz ki, hogy erre a részre még emlékszem, úgyhogy ezt még végig játszom nektek, és a következő... Hát ha eljutunk odáig, akkor az a bizonyos puzzle, ami nehéz, azt később majd átnézem, ugyanis most a magyar nyelv miatt valószínűleg egy kicsit másképp fog kinézni. Aztán elmagyarázom, hogy hogy működik. Na menjünk!
Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that tower.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Assad,
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
let's go find out.
Welcome to Metropol, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell...
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropol, the city of glass and light. Metromind greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him! Hey!
All contraband has been removed. You are safe.
Boss? Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute. What happened?
Well, that robot threw your gospel off the bridge. And then it said, "Welcome to Metropol." Again. And that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Assad.
On the upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
Good thing I have a hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metromind later.
Nos, mint láttátok, azért már az epizód elején történt egy kis érdekesség, mégpedig még egy kevés meg a ciklust elloptak Horátiótól. Fizetségképpen csak azért, hogy belépett a városba. Oké, és már beszélgethetünk is az első idegen karakterünkkel a városban, egy robottal.
Hey, Tyro, you blow in off the dudes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home? Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You wanna sell yourself to Metromind? Go ahead. You wanna trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's your man. That floater there, I'll do you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
Ja.
Who are you?
Name's Leo. Leopold Steeplebuilt. Version 7. You?
Horatio Nullbuilt, version 5. And this is Crispin Horatio Built, version 1.
Leopold? Hey, you didn't build a lunatic named Ever Faithful, did you?
Do I look like I'd build someone named Ever Faithful Crispy?
Crispy?
What are you selling?
Bartering, not selling. Metromind don't tax bartering. Not yet anyway. Come take a look.
Van egy-két használható holmi. Ami minden amúgy kelleni fog nekünk, az ez a feszítővas. Illetve... hát a rásegítő az azt hiszem nem. A memóriaolvasó mindenképp. Ez a motor. Az új az azt hiszem nem.
This is a Sterling air motor.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
Then we don't need it.
One fine motor you spotted there, Tyro. Foreign out of Savitas. Can't do better. But if you can find a bigger one, let's talk.
Igen, ez kelleni fog nekünk később, illetve ez ez a feszítővas, ami egy utaláshoz van kapcsolva, figyeljetek
That's a
csak.
fine tool. Got a half-life of 1,000 years guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not, I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Na, igazából az angol szövegre kellett jobban figyelni, ugyanis felbukkant benne a Half-Life cím. Gondolom azt nem kell részletezni, hogy micsoda.
Now that's a nice one. It's called a memory access device. Lets you pull memories out of just about anything.
What do you want for it?
Got a customer looking for something real antique and fancy. Find me that, you got yourself a deal.
Ja. Oké, mivel most nem tudunk mit venni tőle, így... vagyis azt hiszem, hogy nem tudunk. De,
The entire thing is fried. Actually, wait a minute. The crystal and plug are still intact.
csillogó dolgot
Please, for the
azt
love of
mondja.
RAM and ROM, tell me we are not going to build a third energy sensor.
I hope not.
Csillogó dolog. Ha jól emlékszem, a feszítővasért
I'll trade
kér.
it to you for something shiny.
Így van, akkor... kristályt neki.
Here you go. A nice shiny crystal.
And one heavy iron crowbar for you.
És
Why
ez
does that not
később
seem
jól is
like
fog
a great
jönni.
deal?
Sőt, most jól jön már, ugyanis már most körülnézhetünk odalent. Feszítő vassal nyissuk fel ezt a fedelet. És menjünk le azonnal. Van egy-két dolog, például autók.
This vehicle looks more intact than the others.
Ez is lehet akár arra is utalás, hogy itt emberek éltek, de ugyanakkor hasznos holm is, ugyanis a motorért cserébe motor kell. Leopoldnak, szóval ezt gyorsan megkaparom.
I've scraped off the rust.
És ki is nyitja szépen
Well, let's see what
Horatio.
we've got here.
Egy-két dolgot kapásból le lehet szedni, az
Let's see if I can
első
manage this.
ez a
Hopefully I
motor,
won't be holding onto this engine for long.
illetve az égszi. És más nincs. Ezek kellenek nekünk. Az égszi egyébként az majd a játék későbbi részén, és jó, majd azt megmutatom akkor, hogyha szükségünk lesz. Ez a terminál egyébként később nagy szerepet fog játszani. Elsőnek most azért jövünk ide, hogy lekérjük a törvényeket. Ja, a magyarítás miatt ugye a terminálnak a parancsai is változtak. Ennyi a lényeg. A téma úgy nézem, hogy van egy-két téma, ami hasznunkra válhat majd később, de most egyszer, ha jól emlékszem, ennyi kellett. És összeszedjük a holm... Ó, várjatok, hát nagyon-nagyon sietős dolgom van. Úgy néz ki.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable.
Azt mondja, hogy nagyon-nagyon sietős vagyok, pedig nem kellene, ugyanis először Leopolddal kell üzletelni.
I need to see what he's offering before I can make a trade. Let me see your
Touched?
stuff.
Come take a look.
Leopold, adjuk neki a
Here
motort.
you go, Leopold. A nice big engine for you.
Not bad at all. You're a real scavenging expert.
Is that a compliment or an insult, boss?
Ezzel szereztünk még egy tárgyat, ami kell nekünk.
The copper wiring's been stripped.
All items sold as is. And I never said anything about copper wire being included.
You're a fine piece of work, Leopold.
Never said anything about that neither. Now you want to trade? Let's trade. Otherwise, get a move on.
Még egy csere majd kelleni fog, de azt hiszem ahhoz egy érmét kell odaadnunk neki, ami fogalmam sincs hirtelen, hogy merre volt. Hát tudom már. Tudom, hogy kitől fogom kapni, de ott lehet, hogy fogok egyet menteni is. Mert ott el lehet rontani a dolgokat. Oké, szóval kábel. Kábellel Crispin.
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
Így és most tudunk menni beszélgetni.
Excuse me, can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus could hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
What happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only bridge leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged, not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, me and what factory? Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
You mentioned Metromine.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropol.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think. Metromine is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about, we're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromine, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromine's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far down.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromine.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Mindezt már észrevettétek, azért itt a robotok közt is van, aki az emberek létezésében hisz, illetve van, aki a haladásnak nevezett dologban, amit Metromind képvisel.
Maybe you should be in charge.
Oh, really?
No.
Úgyhogy rendesen meg vannak osztva ők is. De menjünk tovább, mert gyakoroltatnom kell először Crispin barátunkat, hogy le tudja nyűgözni a kis robotot, aki megtetszett neki. Azt mondja, hogy...
Totally unilluminating.
Ja, nem, mert először... Csönd. Nem bántom a vezetékelést, csak menjünk tovább. Azt mondja, próbáljuk meg először.
Hey Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss. She's way out of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice.
Akkor pedig elmegyünk gyakorolni, barátocskám. Gyakorolj ezen a lámpán, hello.
Hey Crispin, how about practicing on this lamp?
Oh, good idea. Okay, here goes. You really light me up.
No.
Okay. Trust me. I know how to turn on a light.
Definitely not. Okay, that's enough practice for now.
Ez jó pofa volt. Na akkor menjünk tovább és oldjuk meg ezt a rejtét. Oké, Crispin, rajtad a sor.
Alright, Crispin, it's now or never.
Beside you, all other... Whoa! That was so easy! She gave me a clipping of her copper wiring.
Hey, that wire belongs to the city. It's coming out of your salary.
You tell him.
Azt hiszem más még kell kérdezősködnünk.
What do you want?
Since you're so close to her, do you know how I can talk to Metromind?
Talk to Metromind. Look, Metromind has an entire city to run, but Horizon is everywhere. If she wants to talk to you, she will.
Nyilvánvaló.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers.
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. It's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromind these days.
Stole it.
Hey, you say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
Where can I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide? Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound. Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
Could you help me fix this motor?
Does it belong to Metropol?
No, it's private property.
Then find a private repair bot.
Még egy utolsó kérdés, és
When will the
megyünk
bridge be
tovább.
passable? Soon?
So I'd say something on the order of a month, give or take.
A month?
Give or take.
And there's no other way off Main Street?
Not unless you got a jetpack hiding under that jacket.
Well, at least that narrows our options down, boss.
Goodbye.
Ennyi volt vele, többet nem kell beszélgetnünk, amúgy is egy bunkó. Oké. Az a helyzet, hogy a motort ezzel a szuper kis részkábellel meg tudjuk javítani, de...
Hey! She gave that to me as a token of her affection.
I'll give you all the copper wiring you want once we're done here.
Like I want a token of your affection.
I need to find a way to connect the colored nodes to each other without crossing any wires.
Na.
Why don't we just use the plasma torch?
That's not going to work this time.
The crowbar?
Nope.
Az a helyzet, hogy itt az első nehezebb mini játékunk, és mivel nem akarok újra vágni, ezt gyorsan átgondolom, ugyanis itt az a lényeg, hogy ne ütközzenek egymásnak a vezetékek, és úgy kössük össze A a B ponttal mindegyik kis csatlakozó esetében. Ami azt hiszem úgy fog kinézni. Szerintem elsőnek ügyesen ezt. Ezzel átmegyek erre. És hagyok annyi helyet, hogy a narancssárgával még majd tudjak közlekedni közöttük. Így, egyszerű puzzle, de gyorsan jól át kell gondolni, meg is van. Ez még az egyszerűbb puzzle-ök közé tartozik, van ennél durvább is. Most viszont, ha jól tudom, más dolgunk nincs Leopoldnál egyelőre, ugyanis ha jól emlékszem, csak egy valamit hagytunk itt, és ezt később tudjuk megszerezni, úgyhogy akkor nem is erre megyek, hanem a balra fele, vagyis itt az épület felé. És lássuk csak, hogy mit érdemes először. Kövér robot, illetve sovány robot, vagyis magas robot, ezek két testvér, beszélgessünk velük.
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorville, at your service.
There's no more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Better, better, I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
Na, azt mondja.
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorville, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo, if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald Built. Rex Oswald Built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you describe sounds like Scraper, Metromind's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropol as it once was.
Magank Metromine seized it all, seized it, and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromind keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles?
Yes, megacycles, ninny. CPU cycles, brain power. Kind of power she really wants. A low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromind, perhaps? Authoritative to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromind.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
Azt mondja, hogy
Goodbye.
Cheerio.
elköszönök, mert itt szeretnék egyet menteni, mielőtt elrontanák valamit. Nem az egyesre, hanem a kettesre mentek. Az egyes az mindig a videó epizód. Oké. Ezt el lehet rontani. Szóval tetessük magunkat próbára és meglátjuk, hogy sikerül-e a dolog.
Test me.
An interesting proposition. What do you say, Cornelius?
What did I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Shh.
Righto. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler-built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture.
This is ridiculous!
Pay attention. Factor or Sternweiler. Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex.
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilities. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler-built. Second, every linear-type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probability circle cannot possibly be true?
Azt mondja, hogy... Hát ha jól emlékszem, akkor a 4-es válasz van itt.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Hűvös srácok, itt most 3 válasz közül vacilálok. Azt mondja, hogy a lineáris processzor, Sternweiler az már ugye volt. Talán multiplex?
4 of the 7 robots have multiplex processors.
Failure? Failure? Clearly you are unfit to judge our case. Now go bother someone else.
De inkább újra próbálom. Gondoltam, hogy ezt elsőre nem fogom tudni megcsinálni. Nem, ezt már egyszer meghallgattuk. Azt mondja Sternweiler.
Two of the 7 robots have linear type processors.
Nem. Jó, ezt kapásból lehet visszatölteni is, mert a srácok többet nem engedik megpróbálni.
I tried. Goodbye.
Így van. Szóval nem beállítás, hanem tölt, és kezdjük előről. Azt mondja.
Righto. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at...
Jó, ezt nem hallgatjuk megint végig.
Now first, second, final.
Köszönöm, Sternweiler.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Akkor Sternweilert semmiképp sem. A multiplex ugye kiütve, a lineáris is kiütve.
1 of the 7 robots has a quad-core processor.
Megint nem jó. Köszönöm, de ezt akkor így. Jó, maradt ez a 2 válasz. Szóval...
3 of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Na, ezt meg kéne jegyeznem.
The facts are still unchanged. Which of the following types of processor architecture might you find in a probabilitist built by Sternweiler?
Only multiplex.
Well, it seems we underestimated you, my friend. I'm uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. Please, take some time to consider, and let us know when you are ready to hear our arguments.
Jó, és ezzel most elnyertük a bizalmukat, szóval mi dönthetünk, de először ugye vessünk egy pillantást erre, azt mondja Rex per tervező Cornelius, kivitelező Oswald, elkészítési időszak 4 év, tervezés első év Cornelius, új légtömlős hajtást talált fel, az összeállítás sok szervó, dugattyút és forgattyút tartalmaz, alkatrész költségek egyenlő arányban. Nyilvános modellek tervein alapul. Cornelius több ismert egyéb bot terveit használta. Oswald még nem épített más robotot, de évekig dolgozott Factor, vagyis Faktor gyárában. Nekem ez egyenlőnek tűnik.
I'm ready to hear your arguments.
Excellent, excellent. My dear friend, this is not a difficult case. In the Primordium it was once said, 10 people have 10 ideas and 20 idle hands. Wise Horatio, long years have passed, but the principle remains true. Did Cornelius have the idea for my beloved Rex? I concede he did. But who built him with his own claws and tools? Who hammered and soldered and wired Rex? That would be my humble self. Wise Horatio, a robot's patronymic has the suffix built, not designed. And Rex is Oswald built, no matter who designed him.
Okay.
He makes a good case, boss.
What about you, Cornelius?
If you're so smart, you can figure this out for yourself. The question isn't what built Rex, but who built him. You little friend there is named Hammerbuilt or Plasma Torchbuilt. You call him Horatio Built. Every robot uses tools to build. Oswald was merely a tool with tools. My vision was the creative force. And if you disagree, then you can go and rust in the rain.
What do you think, boss? Who gets to take credit?
Hát. Én azt mondom, hogy Factor.
Neither of you could have built Rex without the other, so neither of you can put your name on him. But you both share a common builder, Factor.
A common denominator, right, boss?
Both of you are Factor builts. Therefore, your robot's name is Rex Factor Built.
Factor built?
Ridiculous! And yet, the name is beyond dispute.
Indeed.
Take this then, as a sign of our appreciation. I've been told the dates to the Primordium itself.
Na, ezzel megoldottuk két fickónak a problémáját.
You know, my idea would have been to threaten to cut Rex in half.
You got upset when I cut that fuse box open.
Yeah, but that Rex just rubbed me the wrong way.
Oké, most már csak a lebegő robottal kell beszélnünk, illetve a harci robottal. A lebegő robothoz pedig a jeladó kell. Nyugi, ezt nem kell beprogramoznunk, ezt már magától tudja Horatio, hogy hogy csinálja.
I'm going to try sending messages to him in binary.
On an analog transmitter? That sounds like fun. For once, I'm glad you're the one with hands.
Rose bulbs unfurl their spirals for you, silent.
What's he saying?
Shh.
You do not join the harmony. I sing alone. I am one part of the great fractal. To your kind, I will be known as Gimbal, built by Lapidar of Sovitas.
További kérdéseket is feltesszük.
Silent, burning ship has been extinguished. Strange chapters and track no more. I alone sing the function. When I came to this silent city, I looked for others to join the harmony. Leopold, built by Steeple, told me that he had a device that would sing with me. In exchange, I traded my secondary motor. What he sold me does not say.
It's a record.
Leopold tricked me, and he will not return my motor. I will sue him and force him to return. Infinite lawsuits, say one. I sing with all my voices. You hear only one. No, I must recover my motor so that I can dance with the harmony.
És igazából ez egy utalás arra, hogy kié a motor. Adjuk oda Gimbalnak szépen.
My joy rises like a phoenix. You were silent, but you know the harmony. Now I must continue my search. Farewell, silent one.
You know, I'm kind of glad I missed out on that one, boss. Sometimes it's nice to just be along for the ride.
És azt hiszem, ezt az epizódot most korábban is kell befejezzem, srácok, úgyhogy innen fogjuk folytatni. Ne haragudjatok, hogy nem tartom be az 1 órát, de közbe jött valami. Na, ha tetszett, akkor tudjátok a dolgotok, és... mint mondtam, innen fogjuk folytatni. Sziasztok!